Hello, and welcome to my little corner of the cosmic universe. All of a sudden, my voice is. Whew, that's a resounding way to start off this reading. Um, Drink some water here. Um, Listen, track of thought. I'm going to start with a prayer. I'm not going to pull my subconscious cards for this read. I'm going to jump right into what's the T deck because that's the deck my spirit team is leading me to right now. So I'm going to drink some water and then I'm going to say my prayer and then we're going to jump right into this deck. All right. Me. Sorry. I have a old school cartoons, the Warner Brother cartoons. You know, Bugs Bunny. Um, I just had a flash of one of those old school cartoons in my head, so I was like, I'm obviously in high comedy today. Almighty God, I thank you. Please allow me to be a clear portal and a clear channel for your Holy Spirit and your divine will. God, I ask that you bless each and every person that comes across this video. You know who they are and where they are on their journey and what they need. And God, I ask that you bind and return to sender any and all negative energy, negative entities, evil eye, projections, spell work, black magic, dark magic, hoodoo, voodoo, anything that is not of your purest and highest divine light. These things I ask in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so one of my favorite episodes of book like Warner Brother cartoons. It is where Bugs Bunny pretends to be this opera conductor named Leopold, and it's I believe it's Porky Pig that is the I think it was Porky Pig. That no maybe it was Sylvester Sam Sylvester. You know the oh I can't remember who the other character was, but needless to say, it's like he's like trying to hit all these notes. It's just like I don't know what just made me have a flash of that. But yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let me get back on mission here. uh let's see. Let's get back to the reading. Sorry, Holy Spirit. All right. So what we got going on in the energy is I'm picking up a karmic feminine. Karmic feminine that is operating in masculine energy though. And I feel very clearly this is a feminine presenting energy, but she's very heavily in her masculine energy. This is somebody yeah, they need to balance themselves and come back more into their feminine energy a little bit more here because it's somebody that is I'm getting like this karmic feminine is on a war path. This is somebody that is very frenzied in her energy and she is very upset. This is somebody who is currently strung up in the energy as an obsessive lover, dangerous, toxic, you know, unhealthy, possessive, karmic. Yeah, she's definitely karmic because this is somebody, like I said, they're very upset. This is somebody that I feel like is feeling like they're being left and they're not trying to hear that. This is also somebody who is trying to get photo proof of what this masculine energy, and I feel like it's very clearly it's a masculine energy that she is obsessing over and she is stalking. She is quite literally checking this I don't know if it's a karmic masculine, but I will just say masculine energy that she is looking up and researching and trying to get photo proof of because this is somebody that is trying to figure out what this masculine energy is doing because this is somebody that is honestly coming through the energy as hopelessly codependent on this masculine energy. This is also somebody that is showing up in the energy as an impersonator, a doppelganger. This is somebody that has been unmasked as a fake of a divine feminine. This is somebody who I feel like put on this impersonation energy of this divine, of a divine feminine, to try to keep this masculine energy. Ultimately, this is somebody that is wasting time, because I'm just getting the sense that whoever this masculine energy is, excuse me, um, they're gone. They're gone. And this person is quite literally just stuck, wasting their own time, hoping that this karmic matters. It's not even, I don't know if this is a karmic masculine. Let me say that. I said that. But I keep wanting to say karmic masculine. Um, this is somebody who doesn't know, you know, this is somebody who wants to know if this masculine energy is moving forward, but this person is just wasting time because, like I said, this masculine energy has moved on. It feels very closed. And that's part of, like I said, that's part of why this karmic feminine was showing up in this impersonator energy, because this was a relationship she wanted to desperately hold on to. But whoever this masculine energy is, like I say, his energy is not here. This is somebody who's just wasting time, and they're keeping themselves stuck in what is basically a low vibrational obsessive energy, because they want to be chosen. This is somebody that does not like or love themselves, unfortunately, and it's catching up to them, because no amount of trying to stalk this masculine energy, trying to figure out what this person is doing, is going to bring this person back. One, this person really needs to now turn the attention to themselves and start working on themselves, because this person is so hooked and so obsessed on this person that it's kind of giving people that are watching this feminine energy, it's giving them the sense that this person is unhinged. Like, this person is coming through to anybody that knows her as unhinged. Like, this is somebody that is so distracted by trying to figure out what's going on with this karmic masculine, that their life is quite literally kind of falling by the wayside. This is why this wasting time is coming up, because this person is just not focusing on themselves, and this is somebody that has a lot of healing to do. Like I said, it's somebody that is hopelessly codependent. This is somebody who I feel like has had a long history of self-sacrificing themselves for relationships, for people that ultimately never cared about them on the deeper level that they should. I'm getting the sense this is a karmic feminine that has really and I hate, this is somebody more so they've been a victim of themselves, because their sense of self is so low that they basically, when they get into relationships, this is somebody that attaches very quickly, and they attach very hard to the person, to the point that it's not long before the masculine energy in the situation realizes how codependent this person is, and they're quite literally like repelled and turned off by how self-sacrificing this person is. Like, it's just giving me the person, like they like, I'm seeing a woman that meets a guy, and like, say they go on 3 or 4 dates, and things are getting good, but they're still in that ambiguous area. I'm seeing somebody that is like always like they jump and they're pushing to cement the relationship, or they're over giving. This is the kind of woman that you know, is willing to do all these different things that seem to them on the outer sense seems nice. Like, oh, I just want to invite you over and cook your favorite meal. Or I was at the store and I saw this shirt and I just thought it would look so good on you, and I bought you a shirt. And it just kind of start like the masculine energy in the situation starts getting a little weirded out, because they're like, okay, I've only known this chick for like 3 months. Like, she's doing the most. And it kind of like it's just the feeling that like the masculine energy in the question feels like she does this for everybody, which is true because she's so codependent and her self-esteem is so low that she overdoes things in an attempt to basically, like get the person to like her or submit the relationship. This is somebody that also tries to progress the relationship too fast. Because I'm kind of seeing somebody that is like, you know, maybe they're dating and, they may have become official and it's just like my boyfriend this and my boyfriend that and I'm gonna just make up a name. Oh, when I'm Robert was talking about this and like, she's like already like planned their wedding. She already has named their children and it's only like 3 months into the relationship, kind of. Like that's what I'm picking up here. This is somebody that has a lot of bad habits. And I'm not really getting the traditional like drugs, but I'm getting like emotional toxic. This person is very toxic because, like I said, this is somebody that is very unhealed. They have a lot of childhood trauma that really originates from them being neglected. I'm seeing a lot of emotional neglect. And so, this is where this low self esteem originates. And this person just over the years has not done anything to heal themselves. And so they just kind of keep attracting people that kind of reaffirm this trauma of them not being good enough because they still have that original trauma from childhood where they were emotionally neglected or their parents were emotionally absent in some way, where this person was not really loved properly, and there's like a emotional deficiency as it relates to like that true loving caring energy. This is also somebody that has willingly involved themselves in love triangles because, they don't think that they deserve better. Like, I mean, I hate to say that. Like, this person has had a bad history of being third parties in situations because this person has just been so happy to be chosen on any level that they were willing to settle for being part of a third, being a third in a love triangle. Yeah, this is somebody, like I said, they're very, meanwhile, this masculine energy that she is obsessing over is ignoring her, you know. They're I feel like this is somebody that has taken to even doing drive-bys, showing up in random places to try to get this masculine energy to talk to them, and he's just like when he sees her, he's like trying to hightail it out of there. This is somebody who love on the brain, but I'm really getting this is somebody that's in love with love. You know what I mean? Like they over romanticize love in men and relationships to the point, like I say, that they quite literally give their power away because they desire it so much. You know, this is somebody who I'm not necessarily getting that they party. I'm just getting the sense that this is somebody that's always on the scene because they're always trying to kind of find the next person that is gonna like validate them. They're always like on dating apps. They're always like trying to put themselves out there. They're always like getting up and getting dressed and going out to try to meet somebody because this is somebody that is quite literally very focused on romantic masculine energy as a sense of self-worth. You know, that's really what I'm getting from that. Yeah, because this is somebody that is always hoping to win the relationship jackpot. This is somebody like, oh, poor thing. I'm sorry. It is giving me the queen of pick me's. Like, this is somebody that is like quite literally emotionally dying to be picked. They're dying to be chosen, and it's just this lack of sense of self is really doing a number on them. Yeah, this is somebody. who really should be dusting this past situation with this masculine energy off, but they're still stuck in their head. This is part of this kind of rumination that happens with this person. Every time one of these relationships end, this person sits and they overthink it and they overstress it and they take blame and take responsibility, but not in a good way. Like this person is kind of like, what I'm hearing is, well, if I was just pretty, more pretty, if I was, that's not even a word. If I was prettier, if I would, lost more weight, if I look this way, if I could just do my hair this way, if I could just wear these kind of clothes, or I can be associated with these kind of people, this will make this person love me. This will make this person. So they're taking responsibility, but it's not in a healthy way. It's still in a very traumatized, distorted way, when what this person really needs to be saying is not, if I was prettier, if I had longer hair, if I was bigger boobs, or bigger butt, or skinnier butt, or smaller boobs, or insert whatever thing that this person thinks will be that thing that makes somebody like them. What they have to take responsibility for is the fact that there's something broken in them that makes them feel like they have to hand over their sense of self to basically a complete stranger who they haven't given enough time to, really establish if this is a person that is trustworthy enough emotionally for them to hand their inner child over to, which is what this person is doing. Because really, this person is, just like I said, they're so codependent, and their sense of self is so low that this person is constantly, you know, there, it's like they're just taking scraps of any kind of masculine attention, and they're equating that and turning that into love. So this is somebody that quite literally is constantly always being breadcrumb by people who feel like they want to use her, and she takes those bit of crumbs as a sign of affection and love, and it kind of create, like, this is the kind of person that can create a whole relationship off of crumbs, like, in terms of their thinking, like, you know I'm seeing like masculine energies playing like cat and mouse games with this person, where they're, hot and cold, runner chaser. And this person really thinks that when the person is giving her that attention, this person eats it up. And then when the person is ghosting her, then it deflates her in the same sense. So this is why, like I say, this person really has to get into. I really would recommend Coda for this karmic feminine energy, because it's not that I'm really getting that this person is a bad person. They're just really profoundly, that trauma from childhood has left this person really wounded in a way where they're just not loving themselves, and they're accepting very bad and poor behavior from their, people that they partner with, or are dating, or in relationships with, or engaging with in, romantic sexual relationships. They're just allowing such piss poor behavior and treatment. But it's not because, like I said, this person's not a bad person. They're just profoundly broken with that trauma. And like I said, every subsequent relationship just reconfirms that original trauma. So really what I'm seeing is, this is somebody that needs to go in and heal that trauma. They really are suffering from that brokenness that is causing them to keep going in the same cycle, and they keep looking for their sense of self outside of themselves, and all they get are people who reinforce it, and people that breadcrumb them, people that take advantage of them, people that use them, and emotionally and mentally and spiritually even abuse this person. And then when they get into these cycles where, they've overgiven and overvalued the relationship, or put it in a, like, place this situation on a pedestal that it doesn't belong on, this person then, winds up just falling apart, because then they feel like this person who they put in a position of power or on this pedestal is now rejecting them. And it just, like I said, it just perpetuates, and then this person winds up in this energy because once the person starts ignoring them, they just turn into a stalker because they're hurting, because that sense of brokenness in them is like causing them to kind of crash out and like be obsessive and like constantly want to call and constantly want to text because they're trying to self-soothe that wound, that brokenness that's there. You know, this is somebody that is, like I say, they're constantly trapped in this, trying to get evidence of if somebody cares for them, if they're, wanting them, if they want to, take things to the next level. And it's just, oh man, this person's heart energy is just busted. Like, I'm feeling how heartbroken this karmic feminine's energy is, But like I said, this person is wasting time because they're hustling backwards, is what I'm getting. Like, this is somebody that is quite literally hustling backwards. And they keep falling for people who are no more than wolves in sheep clothing, people who never mean them good from the beginning. Like, it's like because this person is so broken, they keep attracting users. And I'm not necessarily getting that this past person was a user per se. I just think this was somebody that recognized that this karmic feminine self-esteem was not where it needed to be. And I'm kind of getting the sense that this masculine energy was actually more high vibrational than this karmic feminine, and he actually had the decency to basically end this situation because he recognized that this was not going to work, because this is somebody that's not healthy. So I'm not even getting the sense that this person was necessarily trying to play games with this karmic feminine. I'm not getting that. I'm getting the sense that this person kind of saw the red flags in this karmic feminine, and they basically got out of the situation very quickly because of that. Not because of, oh, this person wasn't attractive or they weren't pretty enough, or some arbitrary superficial thing. I'm really just getting that this person just could see the brokenness on this and on this person, and really was like, you know what, I don't want to contribute to this. And honestly, they didn't want to kind of wind up in this person's crosshair when this thing didn't turn out the way this karmic feminine wanted, and she turned into a stalker. So this person kind of saw all of the red flags and was like, yeah, no, you know. And this is somebody who, like I said, they're crying and upset over this situation, but I just don't get the sense that they knew this masculine energy long enough for that. So, and this is why it really goes back to this person. Trauma predates this guy, and it's a long storied history of this person not loving themselves and self-rejecting themselves, and then dating people who also further self-reject, further reject them. And it's just creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, honestly, because this, like I said, this person is in tears and they're kind of like heartbroken over the situation. But this wasn't like there was enough time for this person to have been that invested, which is part of that codependency and the trauma that's talking. You know, this person really isn't crying over the current situation. They're really crying over the culmination of situations that have been similar to this. And ultimately, this is bringing this person back to needing to heal, because spiritually and energetically, this person is showing up in this energy because this is somebody that does not like or love themselves, and they're not powering themselves in a healthy way because of this codependency, because of this wounding that originates from their childhood, and it's really just tearing them down. But I really feel like why this is coming up for this person is because it's time for a change. This is quite literally this person's spirit guide telling them it's time for them to go in and do the inner work, because I feel like this is somebody that has, and why this reading's coming up for me particularly for this person is I'm really feeling your spirit team say you have to stop watching tarot to get answers on this situation, because you already know the answer. And I feel like you've been watching tarot readings because you're kind of like in this energy of like, oh, does he, like you're drumming it up and you're making it more than what it is, when honestly in the heart of your heart you know that this person is gone, and it's related to this trauma, and it's related to this unhealed part of you. And this is the part you have to take accountability for. This is the part that you have to take ownership over. This is the part you have to heal. This is the part that's actually within your control to deal with. You're not meant to take responsibility in a negative sense where you were like, oh, if I was, taller or shorter or skinnier or fatter or whatever, thing that you've been telling yourself. That's not true. It's not true. This has nothing to do with your outer appearance. This has everything to do with the inner child that's housed within your soul right now, that is broken and profoundly in need of your healing. And this is why your spirit team is sending you this message, because they need you to understand that you're wasting time focusing on this person who rightly deduced that you were broken, and they were not going to get themselves in that situation because it would have been detrimental to them, not because they were trying to reject you in the sense that you're, the way you're taking it. This rejection was really time for you to stop wasting time, because you're quite literally letting years go by, and you're going through these relationships and you keep repeating the same pattern because it's time for you to heal. So whoever you are, karmic feminine, I really feel like this is why this message came up. And it came up in this manner because I feel like you've been watching a lot of readers incessantly, a lot of oracles like myself or others who have been, you're looking for clues in their readings to either help you stay more latched or to justify this kind of victimhood, a little bit of this victimhood that you're sitting in. But it's why you're really crying is not this current situation. This was just a straw that broke the camel back in a long history of you not loving yourself. So, this is your message. Your spirit team is here to help guide you, and they've been trying to get your attention. So, it's time for you to go in and heal yourself, because you're worthy of your own love. And you, most importantly, need to give yourself this love, because if you don't, you're going to keep staying in this cycle and repeating it over and over again, where you're constantly looking outside of yourself, and then you're meeting people that just reaffirm that negative thinking that you already have. So whoever you are, just know that you have an amazing spirit team who loves you, and they want to help you get through this healing. It's going to be scary at first because it's going to be a lot to unpack, but the benefit of it is going to be long lasting, and it's going to profoundly change your life. I'm really being told to tell you that if you finally take this initiative that your spirit team is asking you to take with their assistance, that this is going to literally finally bring you the love that you want, not only within yourself, but then you'll finally be in a vibrational frequency to attract the love that you truly deserve, and have a love with somebody who's going to love you back wholeheartedly. But you got to go in and heal you first, because you cannot expect love from somebody else when you don't love yourself. So, whoever you are, like I said, Coda is a good place to start. If you can find you an individual therapy, and then like one of the therapy things that helped for me, I did group therapy with a group of people who were also had the same kind of like, that wounding of neglect and lack of love, and that helped a lot too, to also be in a group session with people who were going through the same similar experience, and to hear their stories and to start seeing myself mirrored back in other people. So that's a good place to start. I don't know if you have insurance, but most jobs will give you 3 to 4 counseling sessions for free through their like outreach HR program. Like I forgot what my company calls ours, but they offer like 3 or 4, counseling sessions that you can take that are free of charge. Or, you can go through your traditional health insurance and find you a good therapist and start there. But Coda, you can go to, they're everywhere, they're international, and they're free. and they're anonymous. So, those are some quick avenues where you can start. And then I also will recommend reading. This is not a paid advertisement. This is just I happen to personally believe a lot in her work because I've read a lot of her books, as well as I haven't taken her program, but she has a lot of amazing free articles on her website that help a lot. It's Dr. Margaret Paul, and her website is innerbonding.com, and it's a fantastic program. From the parts that I've been able to use, they've truly transformative, and she's very good at kind of really cutting through the fluff and really getting to the heart of the trauma. So I always recommend Dr. Margaret Paul and her inner bonding program because it is fantastic. And I know it works because I've used quite a bit of it, even if I haven't used her entire, like, she has an entire actually paid program, but she has a lot of free articles, and then she has a lot of amazing books that you can either purchase through Amazon or any other bookseller, or you can actually check out at the library, because almost every single one of her books is in the library, in a public library, if you want to check them out for free. But anyways, I hope that's a good start and a good resources for you. But just know that you are loved by the Most High God. You have an amazing spirit team, and they're ready to assist you and help guide you on this next part of you stepping into your true healing and you learning to love yourself. But that is the message. Be blessed.